The View from the Bay starts now. Well, how do you handle change, whether it's dealing with like weight gain or health complications or even a new baby? Does it stress you out? Well, our next guest shows us how to embrace change and move through it successfully. She's the author of this book, The First 30 Days, Your Guide to Any Change and Loving Your Life More. Please welcome Ariane de Bonvoisin.
Very good.
Right, you said it. Practicing that. It's French.
She's been rehearsing
so
your name
I've been
for
practicing.
2 minutes.
Yeah, I have. I want to get your name right. So let's talk about change. Why do we get so stressed, even if it's a good thing?
You know what, even if it's a good change, what happens is our change demons show up. And those are fear, their doubt, their impatience. We blame, we want to sort of speed up the change. A lot of times if it's a good change, we sort of longingly look back to what was.
Yeah.
And so, for example, I hear you just got married.
I did.
And, you know, marriage, typically what we look at is, in the past we used to have maybe more freedom, or we used to live in a certain place and we live in a new place. So what we need to do is just accept the good change as well.
Yeah, well, the change of marriage I'm embracing just fine. It's the change of commute I'm not embracing so well, because I moved from a place I used to live in that was very close to work to my wife's house, which is a rather long commute.
Yeah.
That's the part I'm having trouble
So
embracing.
how do you change your mindset to look at that as a positive?
You know what we found in the book? I interviewed about 1,000 people who went through all different types of changes, the good ones that we really look forward to and the ones that we get stressed out at. And one of the principles that showed up is people that accept change, people that don't resist. So you've got to stop resisting the commute and just say it is what it is, and to find a way of making it more of a positive experience. And that's how that change will gradually be something that you actually are happy and look forward to.
Yeah, you got to embrace it.
I'm trying. I really am trying. As I'm sitting there in traffic and no one's moving, I'm trying to say, this is the way it was meant to be.
Yeah.
And you say your book is titled The First 30 Days. Why that time period?
You know, the first 30 days is typically when you want to get started and you want to stay started. And it's in that period of time where all the different questions show up. You want the right information, you want the right inspiration, you want the right experts around you. So the first 3 days is really more of a metaphor as opposed to this 30-day action plan. So people who are good at change get started, but they keep going beyond that first 30 days.
What is the first step to like changing your mindset? So you face a big change and you start thinking about negative things, you know, you're scared, fear, all the demons you said. How do you change that?
I think the very first thing is to adopt what I call the change guarantee. And the change guarantee is, from this situation, something good will come. So write that down, put it on your computer, put it by the phone, put it at work, so that whenever something does happen, you're immediately focused to going, something good is going to come from this change, and you go looking for it, and you expect it to happen.
Well, that makes sense. See, I can do that.
I like that.
Did you also write about a change muscle?
I did write about a change muscle.
What is the change muscle? How do we exercise that?
The change muscle is something that we all have. Typically, most people think, I'm bad at change, or I hate change, or I resist change. And what I say to people is, you're actually much better at change than you've ever been told. You know, we've all gone through dozens of changes. We've graduated, we've fallen in love, we've broken up, we've started a job, maybe we've lost a job, maybe we've quit smoking. So we have what I call a change resume in addition to a professional resume. And sort of get a piece of paper out and go, I've actually gone through a tremendous amount of change. And while going through those changes, you've activated a change muscle. You've activated a part of you that is good at change, that knows how to change.
Okay, let's use one example, like losing weight. I know a lot of people want to do that. How do we approach that change so we can do that successfully? And you say the first tip you have is have a strong reason why.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
A lot of the times when we lose weight, we go, here are the actions that I've got to take. And typically the actions of losing weight are actually easy, and it's the emotions that are hard and get in the way. So when you want to lose weight, ask yourself, what is the reason that I really want to lose weight? So, for example, if people are getting married, they have a very strong reason why they want to lose weight, and that is typically the reason that pulls them through that. So ask yourself, what do you want to be an inspiration to your kids for being in great health? That's a strong reason why to lose weight.
And then once again, how important is that positive approach or positive expectation?
Yes. So always look for add something positive, bring joy to the experience as opposed to pain to the experience.
Okay, and you say have a daily and monthly commitment. Don't rush.
Yes. So typically what we do, especially in the first 30 days, is we tend to overestimate how much weight we're going to lose in a month, but then we underestimate how much we can actually lose in two or 3 months. So we tend to sort of rush into the first week or two, then we're very hard on ourselves, and we don't see it as, you know, every day decide, you know what, where am I at and what can I do? So it becomes a daily, weekly, monthly thing.
And it helps to have support too, right?
It does. So that's another principle that's absolutely very clear for people who are good at change is they're not alone. You're not alone losing weight. You're not alone going, I'm the only one going through this change. So surround yourself with people who want you to lose weight, who believe you can lose weight. Tell your colleagues. They're the ones that are looking at you during the day as well.
Right. And take action. Pick an activity you've never done before. You say something new for the brain and body.
So typically when we lose weight, we tend to go to maybe what we've done in the past that maybe didn't work. So if we hate the gym, change it up. Change your approach. Do something different. Take a dance class. Take something that you haven't had a negative attachment or experience to.
What's the toughest change you've ever had to make?
You know, the toughest change was probably leaving a successful corporate job and taking a few years off and trying to get in touch with what my calling was, what I wanted to do with my life, and then becoming an entrepreneur, starting this business the first 30 days, building a website around it, first30days.com, becoming an author. Very new changes sort of that required a real shift in identity for me and not being quite sure whether that's who I was and whether I could do it, and life gets on your side. You know, the minute you actually make that first step, people show up and, you know, other things happen to sort of move you in that direction.
Wow, change has been good to you, and this book I need to keep in my back pocket because I always feel like I'm facing changes and I need to change the approach I look at it. So again, the book is called The First 30 Days, Your Guide to Any Change in Loving Your Life More. Ariane, thank you so much.
Thank you so
By the
much.
way, we have so much more information on our website dealing with other common changes in your life, like losing a job, dealing with health diagnoses, or handling a breakup, and you can find more on that and the book on our website. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you.
Thanks.